In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Come, Holy Spirit, fill the hearts of your faithful, and enkindle in them the fire of your love. Lord, send forth your Spirit, and you will renew the face of the earth. O God, who instructs the hearts of your faithful, with the light of your Holy Spirit, make us responsive to his inspirations, so that we may be truly wise and even rejoice in his consolations. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Day 26. Mary's Retreat, Day 3. Yesterday at the wedding feast of Cana, we saw a glorious example of Mary's motherly mediation. After this event, Mary surely pondered it deeply in her heart and discovered much about her maternal mediation. Yet, Cana was not the most important part of her preparation. The crowning moment of her preparation, indeed, its full actualization, came at Calvary. At Calvary, Mary suffers with Christ. Through faith, she is perfectly united with Christ in his self-emptying. Through faith, she shares in the whole shocking mystery of his gift of himself out of love for us. Through faith, the mother shares in the death of her son, in his redeeming death. Before his death, Jesus has one more lesson for his perfect disciple, who has followed him to the cross and fully accepted to suffer with him. Seeing her standing at the foot of the cross next to his beloved disciple John, he says, "Woman, behold your son." Then to John, "Behold your mother." John chapter 19, verses 26 to 27. With these words, Jesus gives Mary as mother to every single individual and all mankind. According to John Paul, this new motherhood of Mary is the fruit of the new love which came to definitive maturity in her at the foot of the cross, through her sharing in the redemptive love of her Son. This new love, says John Paul, actually causes a transformation in Mary's motherhood, such that she burns even more with love for all those for whom Jesus suffered and died. This idea that Mary, at the foot of the cross, received a new burning love for souls may remind us of Mother Teresa's deep insight about Mary. Recall that for Teresa, Mary is the one who took Jesus' words, "I thirst," most deeply to heart, and that she helps others to take them to heart as well. Anyway, John Paul further reflects on Mary's transformation in love. At the foot of the cross, there was accomplished her maternal cooperation with the Savior's whole mission through her actions and suffering. Along the path of this collaboration with the work of her Son, the Redeemer, Mary's motherhood itself underwent a singular transformation, becoming even more imbued with burning charity toward all those to whom Christ's mission was directed. Through this burning charity, which sought to achieve, in union with Christ, the restoration of supernatural life to souls, Mary entered, in a way all her own, into the one mediation between God and men, which is the mediation of the man Christ Jesus. At Calvary, Mary's preparation is ended. She has received the full gift of her universal spiritual motherhood and mediation, which is a unique cooperation in Christ's work of redemption and sharing in his mediation. After Jesus' death on the cross, we don't hear about Mary exercising her new motherhood until the day before Pentecost, when the apostles, together with the woman and Mary, the mother of Jesus, and his brethren, are devoting themselves to prayer in the upper room. Acts chapter 1, verse 14. John Paul comments, "We see Mary prayerfully imploring the gift of the Spirit, who had already overshadowed her at the Annunciation." He goes on to point out that Mary is the discreet yet essential presence that indicates the path of birth from the Holy Spirit, first at the Annunciation and now at the birth of the Church. Mary's new spiritual motherhood is deeply connected with the Church. With maternal love, she cooperates in the birth and development of the sons and daughters of Mother Church. This birth and development has its own source in the Church's sacramental life, where Mary's motherly mediation is particularly present. For instance, Mary is surely interceding and active with her spouse, the Holy Spirit, when the Spirit transforms us into members of Christ's body at baptism. Moreover, she is just as present and active with her spouse at Mass, for it is at Mass that Christ's true body, born of the Virgin Mary, becomes present. Because of the centrality of the Eucharist in Christian faith and life, Mary is always striving to lead the faithful to it. As we close today's reflection, which concludes the 3 days of Mary's spiritual motherhood retreat, we should keep in mind one important point. Mary's new motherhood is not some vague or abstract sort of thing. It's concrete and personal. And even though it's universal, it's also intensely particular. Mary is your mother. She is my mother. In this light, John Paul thinks it's significant that Mary's new motherhood on Calvary is expressed in the singular, "Behold your Son," not "Behold your billions of spiritual children." The Pope gets to the heart of it when he says, "Even when the same woman is the mother of many children, Her personal relationship with each one of them is of the very essence of motherhood. In short, Mary is uniquely, particularly, personally your mother and my mother, and she doesn't lose us in the crowd. Today's prayer. Come, Holy Spirit, living in Mary. Thank you for the gift of my loving mother, Mary. Amen.
Let us now pray the litany. Lord, have mercy on us. Lord, have mercy on us. Christ, have mercy on us. Christ, have mercy on us. Lord, have mercy on us. Lord, have mercy on us. Christ, hear us. Christ, graciously hear us. God the Father of heaven, have mercy on us. God the Son, Redeemer of the world, have mercy on us. God the Holy Spirit, have mercy on us. Holy Trinity, one God, have mercy on us. Holy Mary, pray for us. Holy Mother of God, pray for us. Holy Virgin of Virgins, pray for us. Mother of Christ, pray for us. Mother of Divine Grace, pray for us. Mother most pure, pray for us. Mother most chaste, pray for us. Mother inviolate, pray for us. Mother undefiled, pray for us. Mother most amiable, pray for us. Mother most admirable, pray for us. Mother of good counsel, pray for us. Mother of our Creator, pray for us. Mother of our Redeemer, pray for us. Virgin most prudent, pray for us. Virgin most venerable, pray for us. Virgin most renowned, pray for us. Virgin most powerful, pray for us. Virgin most merciful, pray for us. Virgin most faithful, pray for us. Mirror of justice, pray for us. Seat of wisdom, pray for us. Cause of our joy, pray for us. Spiritual vessel, pray for us. Vessel of honor, pray for us. Singular vessel of devotion, pray for us. Mystical rose, pray for us. Tower of David, pray for us. Tower of ivory, pray for us. House of gold, pray for us. Ark of the covenant, pray for us. Gate of heaven, pray for us. Morning star, pray for us. Health of the sick, pray for us. Refuge of sinners, pray for us. Comforter of the afflicted, pray for us. Help of Christians, pray for us. Queen of angels, pray for us. Queen of patriarchs, pray for us. Queen of prophets, pray for us. Queen of apostles, pray for us. Queen of martyrs, pray for us. Queen of confessors, pray for us. Queen of virgins, pray for us. Queen of all saints, pray for us. Queen conceived without original sin, pray for us. Queen of the Most Holy Rosary, pray for us. Queen of the Family, pray for us. Queen of Peace, pray for us. Lamb of God who takes away the sins of the world, spare us, O Lord. Lamb of God who takes away the sins of the world, graciously hear us, O Lord. Lamb of God, who takes away the sins of the world, have mercy on us. Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ. Let us pray. Grant, we beseech you, O Lord God, that we, your servants, may enjoy lasting health of mind and body, and by the glorious intercession of the Blessed Virgin Mary, ever Virgin, be delivered from present sorrow and enter into the joy of eternal happiness through Christ our Lord. Amen.